Years passed. The story of the woman who vanished into the forest and returned silent became a warning, whispered in the markets, retold by firesides. But in the small village by the river, 10-year-old Amaka grew bright and curious. She had her mother's cocoa brown skin, her gentle eyes, and that same quiet grace. Though Ngozi never spoke, her silence carried meaning. A glance, a smile, a touch on the shoulder spoke more than any words could. At night, when the moonlight touched their thatched roof, Amaka would sometimes wake to a soft hum in the air, a melody without sound, vibrating through her bones. She would find her mother sitting by the doorway, eyes closed, lips moving soundlessly. The forest wind would answer, swaying the palm leaves in rhythm. One evening, Amaka asked her grandmother, "Mama, why doesn't mother speak?" The old woman sighed. "The forest gave you back, my child, but it took something from her in return. Some gifts must be paid for." Amaka watched Ngozi that night, tracing her fingers along her mother's scarred throat, where a faint golden mark glowed under moonlight. Her eyes filled with tears. The next morning, Amaka wandered to the edge of the forest, the same path her mother once walked. The air shimmered faintly, and she heard it. A distant song with no words, carried on the breeze. She followed it, barefoot, until she reached the old iroko tree. There, in the hollow roots, lay hundreds of cowrie shells glowing faintly, a shrine of light. "Mother's voice," she whispered. "It lives here." She knelt and placed her small hands on the earth. The hum grew stronger, wrapping her in warmth. The forest seemed to sigh. A faint figure appeared in the light, tall, radiant, and familiar. The spirit mother, Neka, looked down at her. "Your mother's silence was love made flesh," she said. "Her voice guards the path between life and dream. But blood calls to blood, and her song now answers you." Amaka blinked, and the figure faded. But when she returned home, she found Ngozi waiting by the door, smiling, eyes wet. For the first time, Amaka heard her mother's song, not with her ears, but in her heart. A lullaby she somehow remembered. From that day, when the wind passed through the forest, villagers said they could hear two melodies instead of one, the mother's voice and the daughter's echo. And so the story ended, not with silence, but with a song too deep for words. Thank you for watching this story. Kindly share your thoughts about this story with me in the